Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Alegraos, se acerca un nuevo día, el día magnífico de radiante hermosura. Cuando a mi rostro tenga que regresar, entonces me veréis. En ese día comprenderéis las razones divinas. Levantaré mi cosecha y recogeré lo sembrado. Entonces desaparecerá para siempre la bestia maligna y vosotros podréis caminar en paz.
Please watch on for Prophecy of the Golden Age, Part 140, The Return of the King.
Bienvenidos, amables televidentes means welcome, kind viewers in Spanish. I am Xochitl, a princess of the Toltec Empire that once flourished in what is now Great Mexico. The friendly Mexican people thank you for being a beacon of love and mercy in our world. Throughout the history of mankind, the divine messages are often shrouded in mystery. Prophets, messiahs, or whichever names you call them, are often persecuted and oppressed, their words obscured. But how do we distinguish the true from the false? To do so, one can only rely on the divine's guidance, and the truth will reveal itself to those who earnestly seek it. He was known as Seacatl Topiltzin Quetzalcoatl to the Toltecs in present-day Mexico and Kukulkan to the Maya people. Some believe he is also the same as Viracocha of the Incas in present-day Peru and Pahana of the Hopi people living in the United States. As a physical manifestation of the highest God, Lord Quetzalcoatl was both a just king and a venerated enlightened master who lived around the 9th or 10th centuries AD. Described as being light-skinned and blonde, Lord Quetzalcoatl taught his people agriculture, astronomy, the arts and trade, etc. He emphasized peace, compassion for all beings, and the worship of God. it is no surprise that Tula, the center of his kingdom, flourished under the leadership of their founding hero and civilizer. But as it is often the case that enlightened masters face obstacles in this dark world, Lord Quetzalcoatl, who himself had never done any wrong, was unjustly exiled from Tula. The priest-king traveled to many other places, touching countless lives with his divine wisdom and benevolence. Numerous legends throughout the Mesoamerican region hold traces of his precious teachings, some of which were recorded in texts known as Huehuetlatoli, meaning ancient words. During a visit to Mexico, where the great Quetzalcoatl once taught and lived, Supreme Master Ching Hai shared the following.
The Mexican people have a very high spiritual quality, maybe because the ancient ancestors of this country has been a race of spiritual beings. We are all descending from the spiritual realm, that's no doubt. But in some ways they are more reminded, more practicing. Maybe your country has the fortune, the privilege to be immersed in more spiritual inheritance than some other countries. Maybe that's why some of your spiritual remnants still left over today, like the pyramid or the teaching of the great Master Kisawan. It was a long time ago. But even then, the atmosphere of spirituality was never lost, always restless in the air. So it blessed the country and people who lived in. I just read some of the Master teaching today, just a little bit, but it's so beautiful, so beautiful. Speaks the language of love, of poetry, of heaven, the language of the Masters. I have found that many great Masters, they speak almost similar language.
Seacatl en alguna ocasión cantó: donde los caracoles hacen eterna música, donde resuenan las trompas y vibra el atabal, donde danzan los músicos del sol en su alegría. Allá quiero ir, contigo, madre y padre mío.
From his eloquent words, we can tell that Quetzalcoatl also taught the Kuan Yin method of contemplating on the inner heavenly light and sound, the same method of enlightenment imparted today by Supreme Master Ching Hai.
Un maestro abre nuestros oídos, nos ilumina, es guía de guías y ofrece un camino. De él uno depende.
The word or the sound of God is always omnipresent. But if our heavenly ear, our inner man are not awakened, we cannot hear. So at the time of initiation, the Master will help you to awaken this inner man or inner ear and repair the communication system so the inner man can contact with God again and receive instruction and grace.
Following are a few of the many other resemblances we found between the teachings of Supreme Master Ching Hai and Quetzalcoatl.
Durante el día, estudiad los libros divinos, conversad con vuestro corazón y ejercitaos en las artes y oficios. Por las noches, velad, cantad, alabanzas hasta el alba y jamás faltéis al baño nocturno.
Converse with your heart is the way the Kuan Yin initiates do, reciting silently in the heart the names of the Lord, even while practicing their mundane occupation, arts and crafts. And during the night they meditate, praising the Lord and bathing in His blessing.
Just be awake at night. Yeah? That's the time when the most blessing is coming. And if you are more awake, that means your soul is still here, not gone away. It receives blessing into the soul. Understand? If the soul is elsewhere, then maybe in another world or just just not aware, then the blessing is less. Yeah. Because when you sleep, the soul's gone out.
During the initiation, perhaps you were told that you should meditate in the morning, or bedtime before you go to bed. Because most people work in the daytime. So the best time before you face the world is in the morning. And the best time to cleanse is in the evening. See? Cleanse the whole day's kind of influence before you go to bed.
Concéntrate únicamente en Ometeotl, Dios, el nombre y la gloria de aquel que todo lo puede. Es el único que causa gozo.
Concentrate only on God, enlightenment, deeper level of consciousness and happiness. Because the deeper you go, the more you're happy, the more enlightened, and the more intelligent, the more blissful, and then you can deal with all kinds of problems, if any problem.
No aceptes lo que no mereces, ni reclames lo que no es tuyo, ni abuses de lo que no has creado.
The 5 precepts required for the disciples of Supreme Master Ching Hai. 1. Refrain from harming or taking the life of sentient beings. 2. Refrain from speaking what is not true. 3. Refrain from taking what is not yours. 4. Refrain from sexual misconduct. 5. Refrain from using intoxicants.
So God created all beings and let them die naturally. So should we. If we couldn't create, at least we do not destroy. The commandment in the Bible is, thou shalt not kill. It didn't say you shall not kill humans only. It says thou shalt not kill. Anything killed is killed.
Amaos los unos a los otros, ayudaos en la necesidad con la manta y el braguero, la joya, el salario y el alimento.
That's what brotherly love is for, okay? Yeah, it may be your turn next. You gotta help each other. It boils down only to that. Inside, get to know ourselves. Outside, help others. Very simple, yeah? Because you want to know yourself more, so you came here, huh? Because you want to help others, so you help the homeless, the disaster victims, and SMTV, yeah. So very simple life. Inside, know yourself. Outside, help others. Help other beings, not just humans, but animals, yeah, insects.
One day, Master Quetzalcoatl gathered his followers on the sandy seashore, climbed on top of a stone, and announced a prophecy that began like this.
Solo vine a prepararme un camino. Ahora he de marchar. Mas no temáis, no me voy para siempre. Eternamente escucharéis mi voz. No lloréis por el príncipe partido, porque os he dejado mis palabras y mis joyas.
Lord Quetzalcoatl tells his followers that his time has come to ascend to heaven, but he comforts them with the assurance of his return, while reminding them that his words and jewels, the inner and outer teachings, will be with them forever. Today, while millions still wait for Seacatl Quetzalcoatl, our association members are joyful knowing that he has already reappeared, for the beloved king of the Toltecs was one of the past incarnations of Supreme Master Ching Hai.
Hace un año estaba viendo un documental acerca de Quetzalcoatl. Antes de eso yo sabía poco acerca de esa antigua civilización. Cuando explicaron que Quetzalcoatl era un dios amoroso y compasivo con habilidades sobrehumanas, que viajaba a muchos lugares a enseñar técnicas de cultivo y compartía todo con todos, pensé que era como mi maestra. Luego, al final, mencionaron que Quetzalcoatl prometió volver a salvar a todos llevándolos con él. En ese momento lo supe con seguridad. La maestra suprema Ching Hai fue Quetzalcoatl en una de sus vidas pasadas, porque yo estaba sintiendo mucha felicidad y gratitud y un tipo de confirmación de la liberación, confirmación de que ella siempre estará, y sentí la seguridad de que ella cumplirá sus promesas. Cuando estaba viendo el programa de televisión, tuve una visión o revelación. Pude ver a nuestra amada maestra suprema Ching Hai viajando a través de Latinoamérica. Pude verla acompañada de una persona y con muchos seguidores, quienes la veían con admiración. Fue una confirmación de que la maestra suprema Ching Hai estuvo en México, en esa vida, específicamente en Yucatán, y algunas de las preguntas de por qué ahí existen varias líneas de bendición fueron aclaradas para mí. La maestra suprema Ching Hai también ha expresado que ella se siente muy bien cuando visita Cancún, México. Saber que la maestra suprema Ching Hai tiene una conexión especial con México y que ella le prometió a nuestros ancestros regresar y llevarnos con ella llena mi corazón de amor y alegría. En otro momento, mientras estaba meditando, la maestra me explicó que el contrato que firmé antes de venir a la Tierra abarca varias vidas, como un plan o estrategia, y se apega al más grande plan de la maestra suprema Ching Hai de salvar almas, extendiendo la afinidad de la maestra con las almas a través de los discípulos, para ayudar a las almas que no tuvieron ninguna oportunidad de conocerla en vidas pasadas.
As his speech to his followers continued, Master Quetzalcoatl revealed the wonders he would do in his future coming.
Alegraos, se acerca un nuevo día, el día magnífico de radiante hermosura. Cuando a mi rostro tenga que regresar, entonces me veréis. En ese día comprenderéis las razones divinas. Levantaré mi cosecha y recogeré lo sembrado. Entonces desaparecerá para siempre la bestia maligna y vosotros podréis caminar en paz.
Through her continuous reincarnations on Earth, Supreme Master Ching Hai has sown the seeds of affinity as well as the seeds of her teachings to help countless beings. Now, the special time has come for the final harvest, as she takes up all souls to an unprecedented level of consciousness. Then, said Lord Quetzalcoatl, the evil beast will disappear forever, and you will be able to walk in peace.
在共同祈祷打坐中，我在那边看到师父与无上师电视台的巨大神圣力量。在电视台播出的运作之下，人类逐渐清醒光明。领袖们在原本激烈摆动的军事战船上清醒过来，立刻驻守休止，转向用爱心共同决策和平计划。邪恶势力的大黑蛇变成迷你小蛇，细小的像一根小拇指，残喘挣扎，随时等待被收进容器中。我们所有众生正值无比奇迹的重大时刻，感谢师父的恩典，内心深深的爱与敬佩献给伟大神圣的您，台湾或福尔摩沙子轩。
By the way, you know what? Maya is gone. Forgot to tell you. Oh, I like that very much. Wow, a lot of work, but I really cannot bear that guy anymore. I know everything is illusion for me, but for other beings, they're not illusion. They are in true suffering, pain, sorrow, anguish, untold misery. And he always interfered with my job also. But still, not like completely clean. It's the beginning of heaven kind of energy.
Thank you, cherished viewers, for joining us today. Please tune in again next week for more evidence confirming the return of the king. Coming up is Animal Kind, Remarkable Discoveries with Ingrid Newkirk, Vegan, Part 3 of 3, right after Noteworthy News. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. May your days be illuminated by the grace of the divine.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/AP.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/AP.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/AP.
番組は多言語放送です。放送予定はスプリームマスター TV.com/スケジュール、そしてスプリームマスター TV.com/AP